This is the place where... This is the 1,000 treasure. Let's grab that. Oh, I have another guide bee if I need to exit the dungeon. I could buy equipment here, and I probably want to do so. And these are mostly, I think we have better things than this. Oh, that is new. I don't know how defense is more important anyway. Okay, this increases luck and defense, and this increases... Alright, this is like the purple shirt here. Well, that's something. This is a dress. I could get it for 1,500, but I could bargain for it, but I'll wait, actually. I don't know if I want to buy armor. Yeah, don't tell me where the final boss is, and don't even give any hints about it. Please. I'm good. I do not need to know that. And it turns out the Tang family manor is the final boss dungeon. But that would be really weird. But it may not. I wouldn't put it past the... Oh! This is the big room of... The big meeting place. Oops. Did I walk in too early? I was gonna get more crap. So, did I miss some items if I walked in here by mistake? Can I still get stuff from here? Illusion, do you remember? Oh, you can get more after scene. Okay, that's good. I'll just re-grab her and we'll be on our merry way then. Anyway, here in the discussion room, in the meeting place, we'll have Xue Jian once again being angry. You're lying to me! I don't believe it! I want to see Grandpa! So Tang Ziyun says... Hey, don't you show... how do I say this? 红口白牙, which means like... Once again being angry. Well, for probably a legitimate reason this time. Hey, it's kind of like, don't you bare your teeth at me. But I guess that's about the closest I can get in English, because it doesn't make sense in Chinese if I were to say, like, don't you talk to me with your red mouth and your white teeth, which is like, doesn't make sense in English, so don't you bare your teeth at me. Or is what the person is saying. Why would we joke about this kind of thing? Why would we need to lie to you? And this is oh, it sounds like her grandpa, something bad has happened to her grandpa. By that I mean I think her grandpa's not alive anymore. Just looking up something really quick. I just don't know the name, how to pronounce this name, but I'll figure it out. Figure it out. This is an unusual word, Jin. I don't know what means violet, but this is Jin Gu, which is Auntie Jin. She says like, originally when you're Bo Fu, let's see. Let's see. Originally, when Uncle had when the uncle hadn't been buried, we would have let you have at least seen him once, but you broke the rules of the family. Oh yeah, let's see. But we hadn't been able to deal with you or breaking the family regulations. And when this when this great change happened in the family, you had already left the family, and you did something. And we didn't know what had happened to you with the Thunderbolt Guild. So in order for... Let's see. In the name of like... In the name of... For the sake of caution, we had to be extremely careful. So anyway, it seems like something happened to her grandpa and they couldn't let her see it. And Tang Zhiyun says... And also... She's not a member of the Tang family. So what right does she have to go? How do I say this? To see Grandpa. Seems like some people are calling in to question her place in the family, as expected. You. How do I say this? You're talking crap. Anyway, or like I wish they would tell me which person is. They would point to the person talking. So now I figured out who's talking. But anyway, that was the auntie I was talking to, and then now I'm here with the grandma. In the name, pay her respects to her grandpa. Yeah, that sounds right. That's better. Good idea. Good job. Yes, to pay her respects to grandpa. What right does she have to do that? In the name of the moon. What? What moon? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Stop arguing, Xue Jian. Let's see. Okay. Enough already. Xue Jian. You being we not letting you see the leaders is the let's see. Is the idea of third uncle? No, how do you say it in English? Is the doing of your... Is all because of your third uncle. Right now, he is the one holding the position of leadership. And in order to, let's see. And he has the has the responsibility of leading the clan. So we have no choice but to listen to him. Third grade uncle, yeah, basically. It's not, the issue wasn't I couldn't figure out how to say that. I was figuring out like, it was his idea, yeah. It was his idea. It was his idea, basically, is what I was trying to like, do I have to rephrase that in English? No, I don't. Sorry, just getting a little mixed up there. Or getting, I'm like, what do I say? So. As for what you've done in the past, now nobody is not interested. Nobody cares enough to pursue, or to how do I say this? To pursue it? No, that's not right. In Chinese, it sounds like it's basically the word for pursue, but like no one's willing to pursue you about that. So you best just leave as soon as possible. What do you mean no one's pursuing her for or investigating her for it? Now how do I say this? When you've done something wrong and people want you to take you to task, basically, or just say like, I think pursue is the best thing I can come up with for now. But anyway, what do you mean no one's pursuing her? She stole the 5 poison beast. Ziyun? That was Ziyun, by the way. The other girl, probably the younger girl. That 5 poison beast has been raised all these years and with no results. So the leaders have decided not to pursue that effort anymore. We Tang family, like we of the Tang family, are already in chaos. Let's see. So why should we care about this little matter? Xue Jian, you should leave as soon as possible. You should leave now. Grandpa, when did he pass away? It's already been 2 months? It's already been 2 months, is what Ziyun says. The younger girl here. Huh. The auntie says, Cui Gu says, Zuyun! Basically, it sounds like she wasn't supposed to say the truth there. Huh? Why hasn't... Why... It's been so long, why hasn't he been buried already? It's already summertime! Could it be... You all intended to... This was all your intention? Oh, well, that's certainly kind of messed up, but sorry, I just read it and I'm a little bit in shock. Well, or could it be that you had some intentions? Is basically, do you want to do that? Yeah, I guess you could say it that way too. That sounds very awkward in English, but yeah. You might have to use the intend. You intended to do that. But anyway, let's keep going on because we got the basic idea. We're not gonna. This is not a. We're not doing an English test. Let's see. Well, since you've already guessed it, perhaps I should. I don't have to tell you in. Perhaps I can tell you directly. Your grandfather's corpse has already been. 毒变了, which like has already been poisoned. It's basically already been like poisoned. I mean, 毒变, what does it mean in this case? I'm trying to think like how do I translate that? Has already been poisoned to like I don't know. Has already changed from poison. That's basically what it means. Has already been changed from poison. It's all. In 100 years, it's already difficult to... Let's see, how do I say this? It was difficult to find an opportunity like this in over hundreds of years. So the new leader has kept it in order to... in order to create the three insects. But basically, like, I guess that's a type of insect they want to... They're using the corpse to raise insects! Excuse me. So I'm just like, you're using... Because, like, the... grandfather's already been like hit with a certain type of poison, so I suppose it seems like this is an opportunity to use that corpse to raise these special three insects. That's why I was a little shocked there. So let's keep going. Are you even human? Are you all right? You came. You came, or basically. And anyway, let's see. It's a what? Are you crazy? Well, yeah, I guess they're gonna use the grandpa to make those insects as weapons, I suppose. Hey, don't talk. This is the Cui Gu, which is just now like. How do I translate this? I'll be pretty quick. Don't talk like you own the place. It's some kind of concoction? Probably. I don't know what it is. We don't know what it is yet, but they're using it to make something. Now our entire family of Tang is going to be swallowed up by the Thunderbolt Guild. The line between life and... There's a fine line between life and death. Let's see. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're using it as a weapon against their enemies, the Thunderbolt Guild. Anyway. Give me a second. I'm looking up something really quick. Excuse me. Apparently, I can't seem to. Is she saying that? Why can't people are like? Wait, what is she saying? 活人尚可牺牲，何况尸体? Which means like, are she saying that you can still? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a weapon. What else would they be doing this for? If they're in danger, of course they're gonna want to defend against the Thunderbolt Guild. In any case, 活人尚可牺牲，何况尸体? Is she saying that people are? It's fine to sacrifice people, and not only that, but also it's not only fine to sacrifice people who are alive, but also corpses. Wait, no, that doesn't seem. 尚可. If it's fine to sacrifice people who are alive, why not corpses? Yeah, I think that's basically live people. If live people can be, if people who are alive can be sacrificed, why can't we sacrifice corpses? And Ziyun says, "That's right. If it weren't for you engaging the Thunderbolt Guild, let's see. In order to go, let's see. How do I say this? 要服? I mean, that's the only thing I was like, that has to be what it is. Sorry about that, guys. Sentence construction is apparently a myth to me. Corpses aren't fresh enough? I don't know. I mean, I guess. No. Isn't that's right. If you hadn't made contact, hadn't allied with the Thunderbolt Guild in order to coerce our Tang family, how would this... Oh, I see. Interesting. Sorry, I just read ahead. This thing would have happened... Let's see. How else would this have happened? And let's see. So of course Grandpa was angry at you. You're talking crap. You're talking crap. Basically, she's being accused of I'm talking crap. Oh. Well, that's very interesting. Oh, Jingtian, you're being pulled in as a liability here for a second. Let's see. Oh, take a I'm talking crap. Why don't you let everyone take a look in this big room over here? Everyone in this big room over here. How you with some... let's see. With some wild man. How do I say this? Not wild man. Well, I guess it is a wild man, yeah. With some wild man from who knows where, and how you've been hugging or like Lolo Bao Bao. Give me a sec. Apparently people can die from being too excited. It's basically you can become too angry, and some people have died and received cardiac arrest from great anger. So it is possible for people to die of rage, and that's generally why they tell you, hey, your blood pressure, don't calm down, because it really is a problem. I'm just looking at one more thing. Sorry, guys. I'm slowing down the pace of the. My ignorance is slowing down the pace of the game. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, let's get. Whoops. Anyway, I'm back again. All right. Why don't you show everyone here in this big room just how you've been hugging some wild man from who knows where? There you go. It's English. It's hard to. Well, the auntie doesn't seem. Ziyun. Ziyun, ladies must know. Why? Ladies must not talk as if they are uneducated. Well, anyway. Oh my goodness, this is a huge mess. Anyway, I just read the sentence there. If she's willing to, if she's daring enough to do it, she shouldn't be afraid of me talking. And she'll. I don't care if that. I don't care that she's eloped with some servant, but she dares come back in, run back here with. Let's see. How do I say this? Let's just. I'm gonna paraphrase this because it's just not work. Because it won't flow very well in English if I don't do that. She comes back here shaking her. Comes back here making threats. She's completely embarrassing. Does she have basically is like actually like does she have? Is she not willing to have face? Is basically what the actual literal way of saying it, but. It's completely It's completely disgraceful. Is basically roughly the rough idea here. You. What about me? Did I say anything wrong? Let's see. Shameless to do. It's completely shameless. It is kind of disgraceful and shameless. It's kind of a fine line, don't you think? What about me? This is Ziyun still talking. Clearly, she doesn't like Xue Jian at all. Ziyun is over here. In case you're wondering, she's the young girl, and she's willing to run her mouth off, unlike her aunt here and grandma over here. Did I say something wrong? Tell me! Oh. Oh dear. Well, I think she was greatly offended, so she ran away. Miss Tang! Xue Jian! It means to well, yeah. Well, 不要脸 means like, you don't want your face, literally. But it does, yeah. It's basically you don't know how shameful you are. It's just shameful. Let's just say it's shameful, disgraceful, any number of terrible things. I'm not talking to these people because I don't want to deal with them. Okay, now that we've gotten... Oh, well, she's gone now. Let's see what we can do here. After that long exchange, my apologies for being a little slow on the uptake. It's like when everything has one word that I don't know, I have to stop everything and look it up. So it means my study of Chinese is still incomplete. So sure, but I mean like, oh well, that's why we're always learning, right? And this is not a particularly easy game to translate sometimes. I had a little bit of an easier time with palette. This is the... Oh yeah, here's the storage room, the outside. Oh, that's the resurrection, super resurrection item. It's too long. Didn't want to make purple jade. Yeah, never mind. And a lot of Chinese is like a lot like other languages. It's all about context. Because like subtle things can change how like, especially Japanese. Japanese is also in particular is even more so than I think even for compared to Chinese. It's just like if you translate things too literally, people lose context and they don't know what's going on. Because there's ways of talking to people in Japanese and it changes how you can people perceive you. Anyway, I'm here in the meeting room again. I have no interest in talking to any of you because screw y'all. Oh. This is the 100 Poisons outside room. You can buy medicine from here, ironically, from a poison shop. There are other things they sell, but for now, I'm not going to sell anything. I do want to go back to that locked corridor. I'm done here. Oh, we're here. We're still in the medicine shop. From the 100 poison building. I need to find... I'm not going that way, because... Yes, this is the place where Xuejian was at the beginning of the game. On my mark. Dunban Ricky! Okay, no. I'm looking for the... I guess this is... Well, this is where Xuejian lived until that incident earlier in the game with the poison. Oh, I was here already. Let's go back into the... Grab this. Oh, Shen Lian Sui. What does that do? It's not a regular item. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. Oh, it increases your battle EXP. And your HP growth, I believe? That could be useful for later, but for now we don't need it. I don't want to use it right now. I don't even know what my final party will look like. Oh, this is the secret room that Xuejian was at earlier. I have one of those sleeve arrows. Or what is this anyway? Or was that probably not the secret passage, right? I don't think it was. Anyway, whoa, it actually brought me back out here. Nope, I don't want to talk to you. I've been here already. Oh, this is where I was earlier. The other side. This is Tang. And he says, "What are you doing? How dare you? Who let you... Who allowed you to run around in the Tang family manor?" Anyway, we're gonna ask him. May I ask? Did Miss Tang... Miss Tang Xuejian come out recently? I just asked you a question, and now you're asking me a question? There was a blue thing in the 100 Poisons place. Should I reload then? Maybe I'll just reload, but... she brought me in, but now I can't find her. Huh. Oh my goodness. Your stupidity is certainly uncommon. You still can get lost here? No, don't reload if you can. You can go back in after this dialogue, I believe. Okay, cool. It's not that I'm lost, I just can't find her. Stop talking! Alright, quit talking. Just now there was a person that was headed toward the direction of B Mountain. If you want to chase after them, then... then don't dilly-dally here in the entrance. Yes, sure. Yeah, sure. I'm going back in and getting that. Going back to the 100 poisons. So I could buy the equipment, but right now I am too poor.